On paper, this movie probably should have been like a 1 out of 10. On paper, if I just describe it to you.
Yeah.
But this movie is so out there on like another dimension.
Welcome back to the Killer Media Podcast, your home for all things horror entertainment and movie reviews. I am Nick, and this is Tim.
Sure is.
To us, it kind of feels forever. I mean, to you guys, probably forever, because we are doing this bi-weekly now.
Mhm.
We did not have an episode last week.
Correct.
But this week we do.
Yes, we do. And it's a pretty fun one. So, to start off, we're going to open this bottle. My birthday's coming up. We said last video, we're going to do another one for my birthday. Technically, there still is another episode releasing before that. But I really want to open it. So it wasn't gifted to us. I purchased it at a very reasonable price from our buddy over at the Whiskey Bible on YouTube. They haven't done it in a while, but he does want to get back into it. So maybe that'll happen. Maybe we'll do a collab with him like we were supposed to.
We could
months ago.
maybe expect more collabs.
Yes. So we have a nice Eagle Rare bottle of bourbon here today that we're going to crack open and enjoy while we talk to the episode. So I'll open this. If you want to run down what we're going to do today, let me propose the question. What are we doing today?
What are we doing today?
What are you going to enjoy?
We watched 2 movies, actually technically 3 movies, because the third one was actually a little bit last minute.
Mhm.
We got to see 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple early.
Correct.
We actually were originally going to do that the next episode, so you wouldn't have seen us talk about it this episode. But since we saw it early, we were able to include our discussion. It'll be completely spoiler free, as like this will release the day after it comes out. Kind of want to avoid spoilers, let people have time to be able to see the movie. Other 2 movies that we had the pleasure of seeing. One is called The Plague, actually recommended, and we watched it with him, our buddy Luke, and Frank from the Whiskey Bible podcast. Or I guess, is there a podcast? Not really.
It's more of a channel, but it's podcast style because they talk about whiskeys, they rate it, they drink it, and they just have a discussion the whole time. So in a way, it is kind of like a podcast.
And then we also saw Primate, so we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then for 2026, we have most of the movies that will be releasing this year, probably except for some that have just not been released to talk about, any trailers. When we get more information about those, we'll include them in later episodes.
Mhm.
And then we want to just kind of talk about the elephant in the room that has been going on this past month with Stranger Things. You kind of know our opinion. You definitely know more Tim's opinion on Threads.
Yeah, if you follow us on Threads, I'm pretty active there.
But I don't think we've really given an overall.
We briefly talked about it for like a minute, and that was volume 1.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about maybe just the finale and the overall in like a minute's time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set a time.
Like a little bit more in detail about why our opinions of that season ended up the way they end up.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much going to be the episode.
Yeah. So 3 movie reviews, short reviews, and then what's to come forward in 2026.
Yeah.
And Stranger Things. So yeah. So we'll start out with we'll take a sip here.
Oh yeah.
We'll start it off officially. Cheers, though. You can't smell it, but it smells delicious. I think I smell cola. And I'm not just saying that because I said we should say that to sound smart. I actually think I smell some cola.
We were told to look out for some notes and flavors.
Yeah, cherries, cola, vanilla wafers, caramel candy. I'm tasting a lot of oak. I'm tasting a lot of.
That's just all bourbon and whiskeys.
So apparently the first sip just opens the senses, and then when you go in for like the second one, that's when you'll taste a lot of flavors.
Going in.
Like very smooth, no burn. This is pretty it's only like, I think it's 100 proof, I think. So it's only 50%. 90. So it's 45%. So it's pretty low. I think on the aftertaste, I'm getting some cherry.
I can taste some candy. Some of that candy.
Want some candy? I'm not getting vanilla wafers. I'm getting like a vanilla feel Definitely some caramel. If I really think about it. I'm not good at this. I gotta like practice. I don't drink a lot of this stuff, but I have a decent amount of bottles. I just bought Jack Daniel's Blackberry. Now that's good. Puts that with some Coke. Whoa, delicious.
Yeah, I like the Crown Royal Blackberry. You said that one had a lot of flavor.
Oh yeah, their flavor is like times 10. It's like drinking juice. This is still like whiskey heavy, but with a hint of blackberry. It's really good. So cool. So here we got this.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad one.
This is pretty good. And it's like $40 MSRP. If you find it, aftermarket, it might be like 60 to 80, but retail is $40. That's pretty good.
It's because Luke bought them all.
Yeah, he did. He hoards them all. He sells them. Wow. All right. It's pretty good. So yeah, we'll start out with what? We'll just do Stranger Things.
Yeah,
We'll start out with
what's the big deal about this this season?
Yeah. So
Everyone kinda already knows.
in short, sucks. Conformity gate not real. The ending was so bad it gave all the fans schizophrenia, thinking there was going to be a secret episode to fix all the issues. Unfortunately, not true. The writers were just delusional. Then they came out with a nice little documentary that further proves they had no idea what they were doing.
What do you think is the worst overall take of this is? Because I think the worst take, in my opinion, like in terms of
Like
the season. I mean, this was like how long in the making?
4 years. Yeah.
The show ended. Everyone, I'll say, a lot of people who did like the season and the ending, they liked it. And then there was this conformity gate to where even the people who liked it were like hoping that there was another episode, and this wasn't the true ending. Which to me,
That screams they didn't like it.
other than it's probably not a good idea to do that to a show, like a beloved show, to like have a fake ending and then make a new ending that was the true ending because people didn't like it. It kind of like the people who did like it, they liked the ending, and all of a sudden they were like, "We want another episode. We didn't like that." Like,
Yeah.
I'm just overall confused.
It's
And I think that's
ridiculous.
one of the worst parts of this.
It's extremely. Now again, I did not like it, but I can still understand. It's extremely distasteful and insulting to the directors and the writers that they literally are just voicing their opinion that no, there has to be another episode because this was so bad it can't be real. Like that's a very insulting. I can understand that. Again, I didn't like it, so I get where they're coming from. But to literally like, I don't know who started this. Someone random opinions of, well, this doesn't make sense. Vecna does mind tricks all the time. This is what's going to happen. So, but to be fair though, some of the points are pretty convincing.
They actually were. And they didn't really have me convinced, but it had me like, if this is actually true, because of like the convincing evidence to where I could see how they could pull this hint and then it makes sense. And I'd be like, that was well thought out. But I feel like if they were going to do that, where like it's a fake manipulation, that whole 45 minutes of that last episode, that could have been used for that. If that's what they were going to go for.
Yeah.
If they were to do like a bait and switch that this is the real ending.
Right. It was just a mess. I mean, did the people really believe that there was going to be one, or that he's playing along? At the end of the day, we don't really know. But I don't know. It's a mess. It was dumb. It's stupid. It's a bad business plan. You wouldn't market this as the finale, have it in theaters, and then be like, oh, by the way, there's one more.
There's one more episode.
Yeah, that we didn't market at all. So we just wasted all of our marketing money on the episode that doesn't matter. It's not real.
Yeah.
They basically just threw out 2 hours of your life to watch this one instead. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I will say it was fun to read all the comments of people who really thought it was real.
Yeah. I want to point out, see, I mean, look, you hated it more than me. I really pretty much disliked it.
I think it's trash.
Like, but whether or not you like the season or not, do you? But at the same time, I heard the Duffer Brothers are getting death threats, and that's not okay.
Yeah, don't death threat the writers and the directors. If they made a bad product, everybody makes a bad product once in their life. Yes, it had so much hype, but it's a TV show at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with Game of Thrones. Now, to be fair, I think they fumbled way harder than this. That was just abysmal. You haven't watched Game of Thrones.
No, I have not.
So like you don't like get it. That was abysmal. It almost reached that length, but there were so many plot holes in Stranger Things. The writing, half of the storylines like were just left out. They didn't get back to them. The whole military plot point went nowhere. Didn't have any satisfying conclusion. I'll end on this. The easiest way to sum up this season for the finale was just, instead of saying it was trash and bad, it just was not satisfying.
Yeah, I would agree. There were some parts that I liked. And I'll briefly
3 high points for me.
Yeah, I'll briefly say, like, I thought the writing was just not good.
Mhm.
And I was like worried that there'd probably be AI. And in the documentary, it seemed to have shown maybe in the background ChatGPT open. So there might have been use of AI.
Yeah, we don't know. It has, people have like, yeah, it's very blurry, but it looks like the logo. So
Okay.
we don't know.
So
But-
yeah, I guess that's not conclusive that they did.
Right.
But it still begs the question why they would release this documentary after everything. And it just pretty much overall contradicts everything that they did after their press tour after that final episode,
Mhm.
where they were trying to explain questions asked, and they came up with things that just contradicted what the documentary was pretty much
This is the
about. So that's our brief discussion about it. We may do another episode, talk about overall.
Yeah, the whole
like
thing.
one episode itself.
Right. And that might just be a Stranger Things episode of just all the seasons, everything. Like, it might just be a big mashup.
Yeah,
Which
I
will be
think
fun.
that'd be best to do like a mashup of it.
So that'd be fun. But let us know. Did you watch Stranger Things? Are you a fan? Did you like the ending? Did you hate the ending? Let us know your thoughts on it. We are curious because I feel like the majority is lower than higher, but it's pretty split between whether you like it or not.
Yeah, it could be split. I actually have one big question for people for Conformity Gate, and I don't know if you put this in threads, like why, if you liked the season up until that last episode before Conformity Gate, why did you like the episode? You said it was good, but then you were looking forward to this next episode. So like,
Because
did you not truly like the ending of the season, like deep down, and you really wanted it to be more satisfying? That's my biggest question.
I think it's set. They made themselves, they gaslit themselves to believe there's an even better ending than what they got if you liked it. Because that twist, let's be honest, it would have been a neat twist, not in the way of a secret episode, but if there was one more left, that would have made sense if we already knew about it ahead. So I think it's them going, oh, look at all these connections.
It could have been a
If
trick
this-
thing.
Yeah.
'Cause imagine at the end of the finale, that whole military thing was left open.
Yeah, they just disappeared.
So if they would have had another episode after this, we would have been like, well, maybe we're waiting for the military thing.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that this wasn't the real.
Right.
So, and I could have seen that being a lot better.
It would have been neat. But if you did do that, this is the last thing we swear. If they did do a secret episode, Vecna would have had to win because no way would we see him lose twice. That would have been a complete waste. He would have had to just obliterate everybody and win. Because if they beat up and gang up and kill him again, it's like, well, we already saw this. Like, still, what's the point?
Yeah.
And I don't think most people would like that.
Yeah. I don't think I would have liked Vecna. I mean, at a certain point, like they built it up, and unfortunately it wasn't.
Right. So that's our thoughts on Stranger Things. What are yours? Let us know in the comments below. Now to move on to Primate. This was a highly anticipated film for a lot of people. This was like barely on my radar. As I was seeing the trailers, I was like, all right, I can see this. It's like a lower budget.
Can't go wrong with monkeys.
Right? Monkey Killer Apes. It's a Paramount horror flick. So basically, is it what we expected? In a way, yes.
For me, a little bit, yes. Yeah.
It's
I
like a
would say.
little bit yes and no. I didn't expect an Oscar-worthy film here.
I expected brutality, and
Yeah.
boy, there's some pretty brutal kills.
Oh,
The
yeah.
opening, very, very great. It kind of set up the brutality of it.
Mhm.
But I'd say that there was, without spoiling it, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know when did this come out? January?
It came out like a week and a half ago.
I mean, I'll let you guys give time to watch it, but
Yeah.
and have an opinion of yourself. There's a lot of unnecessary buildup of characters that we realized
Mhm.
that, like, kind of if you take it away, kind of doesn't really change much of the story, because by the end of the movie, none of it's really elaborated on,
Right.
And the movie ends.
Yeah, they introduce characters that you really don't care about at all. Half the characters are written here, they're written to be hated on, so you just cheer for them to die. It's one of those movies where it's just focused on like the bloodshed. However, there are a substantial amount of moments that are just dry and just story driven for no
Is
reason.
it really dry though?
No, it's pretty wet
No.
because half the movie takes place
It's
in
pretty
a
wet,
pool.
not in that way.
Yeah,
but
half the movie takes place in a pool.
Yeah.
Where not a lot happens. They're just kind of just like waiting for the ape to go away and try to plan out how are we getting out of here, and it's just them just being scared. Like it had a lot of issues. Every time it was like a roller coaster. So the beginning, I'm like, yeah, let's go. This is like really bloody.
The beginning,
Yeah.
So that actor, what I forget the guy's
Is that
name.
Sugar Bear in Deadpool? It is. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I forgot his name. But yeah,
Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear.
So yeah, that was him. Yeah. That it was such a good opening.
It really was. So
without that opening, it probably would have changed my expectation. My expectations would have been lower.
right. So like we start off, yeah, let's go, and then it's like, all right, story. I'm getting bored.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. And then it's like, yeah, the blood, the shit, let's go. And then it's like, all right, story. So I enjoyed the movie when the ape was messing people up. Other than that, I could care less. So it was kind of like up and down. So,
there's a rivalry that's never like solved.
Yeah.
Like you brought it up, and I guess not everything has to have like a neat little bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could say same thing with Stranger Things. But if you set something up, if you set it up and you mention it, it has to somewhat be important to the story.
Right.
If not, don't mention. If it's not important, just don't even. I wouldn't even include it.
Right. Because some people will get invested and they'll be like, well, what happened? Yeah. They didn't do it.
We learned that we don't even actually know why she was upset at that other girl.
Yeah, we really.
I don't
they
think.
just butted heads.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it was. They were best friends, and then she introduced a new best friend. So she's
I think it's like
spend time with me. Yeah, I think it's kind of like that. But they didn't really like go into
the ones
it.
are like childhood best friends,
Right.
And then the ones bring it. It's that type, but
yeah, and this movie does have a lot of humor. But I think if they full-fledged went with the goofy, because the premise is very goofy.
It is
a killer ape. It's like Cujo, but with an ape. So if they push that, maybe there's like a tick or two more. I think that would have had a better tone for it, and maybe it would have been better. Have some more, I don't know, funny, humory scenes instead of just them just shivering.
At certain points, the monkey Ben he was laughing.
Yeah, he had some funny parts.
So and he was taunting. So like, if there was more of that, and overall like the funniness, it would have been like a different version of the monkey.
Yeah, and there were some like legit tense scenes. Like there was like, all right, I'm at the edge of my seat waiting. There's like 10 minutes of like that bedroom scene. That scene, look out for that scene. That scene's brutal and the best scene easily in the whole film.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're a gore hound and you love bloody movies of just animals or anybody going crazy, it'll be for you. Expect the slow parts. If you're looking for like a really thought out story horror movie, this is not for you. Don't watch it. You gotta
go in expecting that it's there's not really much story, and the story that gets built up really goes nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just kind of looking for some dumb fun, some humor, I would recommend watching the movie, because overall I did enjoy the movie.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed it more than I hated it because of the amount of just carnage that went on. I kind of made up for half of it.
And the one scene in the bedroom, I don't want to spoil it, because you got to watch it for yourself. If you like gore. If not, probably not going to be worth it to watch it for you to watch it. But it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny because it's set up at the very beginning of the movie, the very, very beginning, and then it's paid off then.
Yeah.
So if there was more of that, it would have been like top notch. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's the best part of the movie.
Yeah. And that part was hilarious.
Yeah.
For one little scene.
Yeah.
It was actually hilarious. And they did a really good job with the suit. It's a practical suit. There's a guy in a monkey suit. There's no CGI at all.
I knew right away that it had to be some guy in a suit. Not that it looked bad. I was like,
really
that's a guy in a suit.
It looked really good.
Patrick in the Bears.
Right? And the face had animatronics on it. So when they did close-ups of the face, that it might have looked CGI, but it's animatronic. Yeah. So, but
lots of drool.
Yeah, lots of drool. He's got rabies, so he's foaming at the mouth. Yeah. So I think it was, pretty good. I think it's like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would agree. Lowest
6 out of 10.
5.5 lowest. On a good day, it's a 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend to go see this. Support the films if you like horror and you like brutal animal movies that kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's horror.
I would say one more thing. Again, with the setup, I feel like they should have shown, instead of the beginning setup, they should have set up Ben the monkey before everything goes down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Still have that brutal opening.
Oh, yeah.
But then it should have just been a little bit more about Ben. So
I think they wanted you to feel bad for him, but we didn't get enough of him as a lovely
I
pet
think I would have
for you to feel bad.
I would have felt a little bit more bad for him.
You know,
A lot more bad, probably.
it's not his fault. He has an infection, so he can't control himself. So
At a certain point, there's one point. I wasn't sure if it was actually Ben,
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
but
He's like he tricked them.
but I wasn't sure if it was an actual trick or if it was like one last little.
Maybe it was a mix of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Yes.
Go watch the movie for yourself.
Yeah, if you have seen it, let us know. Some of you on Threads responded to our thing, and you said that you liked it. So, and it's very well received.
I think
it's
there was
still
one
an
person on
80%.
Thread.
80%. Some but one person on Threads. Like you're gonna say they would rather watch Paint.
Yeah, that's what before we watched the movie, and you were like, "Oh,
Yeah. So it's got the audience. I think has like a 60, but the critics has like an 80%, which is kind of surprising. So what audience went up to 72. So the majority of people do like it, but it does have flaws.
Yeah.
It's a January film. You can expect it. So
was that was the first movie of the year, right?
no, the plague was.
The Plague was. Oh, okay.
Surprise. Oh, that's what Google said.
Okay.
So
So yeah, this
Technically-
next one
yeah, the
I don't know.
plague.
was not on our radar at all.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it until our friend Luke
Yeah. So
gave us this recommendation.
yeah,
He saw it with us again.
Little setup. So the mystery movie night was Monday, and he said I might go to it. It turned out to be Primate. Halfway through, like when the movie was going on, he texted me and he's like, "Yo, Tim, you got to see this movie." I'm like, "Primate's good, yeah." And he's like, "No, I went to see The Plague," and I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" And he's like, "It's one of these like thriller kind of mystery-ish movies. It wasn't like it's not like a defined horror, but it's more thriller." I'm like, "All right, it sounds interesting," and he didn't tell me anything about it. So then he's like, I think I want to see it again. Like, you need to see this movie. Like, you have to see it. He's really selling.
He really wanted to. I bet he really wanted to see it again with us just to see our.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. Because this isn't a movie. Like if you go in blind, you're gonna be really surprised.
Yeah. On paper, this movie probably should have been like a 1 out of 10. On paper, if I just describe it to you.
Yeah.
But this movie is so out there on like another dimension. It's it's going to be hard to explain. But initial thoughts, I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like I can't get it off my brain.
Watch.
I think it's like an 8 out of 10. That's kind of where I'm at. But it's the whole time we're laughing at the movie. But it's not a comedy
It's not.
at all. But it's just
We were actually the only ones in the entire theater.
we're the only one. This is
So
like
we were laughing our asses off.
this is a very low budget, very this, but it's done very well. So it kind of felt like a fever dream.
Yeah, I would say for the
Back
whole
rooms.
thing.
Kind of esque.
At a certain point, I thought maybe there was some back rooms thing going on, especially with the name of the movie, The Plague.
Yeah.
Not knowing anything about the movie at all. Spoilers in terms of what's in it. We were very uncomfortable when we first started watching it because there's a lot of shots of teenage boys and it's about water polo.
Yeah.
So-
So water polo camp.
Yeah, so it's just a little uncomfortable when you first watch it and you're put through it and you don't know that you're expecting this. So it was like, what the hell
Yeah,
did our friend Luke bring us
Yeah.
to watch?
They're like actual actors are like 12 and 13.
Yeah.
They're literally wearing like Speedos the whole movie. And like there's this really suspect close-up shots. And we're like, what are we watching? Like, what are we getting into? But it's water polo, whatever. So if you get past that, everything else it's unique. It's just different.
And it's
so
really hard to
well made.
describe. I think you have to watch it for yourself
You do. It's hard. Yeah.
and give your own opinion on what you think this movie is about because a question that we kind of asked ourselves is what is this movie really about?
And it's coming of age. It's about, I think, kids going through puberty and dealing with what, they're seeing another person get all these rashes and it's acne. But then it goes into like, maybe it's not. Maybe there's something else for it.
Yeah, is there more at play like supernatural or is it really just all in
Right.
this kid's head?
And it's really like an anti-bullying movie. Like the main theme is like bullying.
Joel Edgerton is in it.
Yeah, Uncle Owen. I think he helped direct it, I think.
Produced executive producer.
Yeah.
He is in it as well as something. His name
was
is
Daddy something.
Daddy Wag.
Yeah, Daddy Wag is his name.
He's the coach for the water polo.
Yeah. He did a good job. All right, so here we go. Positive.
Yeah.
Cinematography is really good. They shot this on actual film because you could see all the film grain, and every now and then you can see it you can see the scratches on the film flicker. So it was shot on film, which is fantastic. the the sound design and the music
was terrifying because
it's all like a cappella.
yeah,
Then towards the end you get real music, but halfway it's all like literally a cappella of just weird moans and different octave.
without spoiling certain scenes, you have to watch it for yourself for the first time.
It's very weird. The acting is phenomenal. All these kids, I think it's their first project ever that they ever worked on.
Most of these is like their first project. They might have like 1 or 2 films.
Mhm.
I think maybe the lead kid has more in his in the movies. Nothing that I've ever known or seen.
Right. But like it felt so natural. Like the kids, I guess, because this took place in 2003, so it's kind of like when we were kids. We were a bit younger than what they are, but
I was probably about 5 years old.
I guess, some of these kids would talk like this, but it felt natural, the acting style. It felt like they were just being kids, having fun. Like the director said, just to have fun.
Yeah.
Like, here are your lines, but just have fun.
Like, he maybe the director gave them scenarios and we're like, what would you guys do? Well, how would you guys talk about this?
Right.
Like this.
But it just, the acting, I've never seen like better kid acting. Like, there's very few, because half the time it's not that great.
And for good reason. I mean, you're
really
a kid. When you're a kid, you don't really know much about life. So like, how do you put everything into acting?
Right. Even the way they did the costume designs and like their facial expressions, like the 2 main like bullies.
Yeah.
You're just like, you just want to punch him in the face because he just looks like that bully.
Yeah. The way that these bullies were portrayed is just so like, you feel so bad for the main character and Eli. And it's like, you were like, you wish you could be there to be like scolding these kids. Like, bro, what are you, like, why are you doing this? Like, there's some questionable things that they do.
They're drinking vodka.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? They're 12 years old. Where are you getting that, first of all? It's like insane. It's very weird, but like you watch it and you're just like, you just need to see more. And then you just think about it and you're like,
yeah, you're kind of like, what's next? Like, what is actually going on in this film?
Exactly. But it's on all technical levels. It's very well made. And it had 100% until today that we're recording this on Wednesday, the 14th. It has a 99 now. It only went down 1%.
Is that critic? All critics?
Critics, yeah. So critically, this is very acclaimed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can kind of see why. It's very strange.
It's out there.
It's fever dream. It's like, did I watch this? Was I dreaming? It's very weird. And the horror shots were mainly like a dark room with ominous music, and it just like lingers on a shot. Like that's mainly like the horror, the eeriness. Like the movie's not scary, but it's more of a thriller. But it has like that horror vibe because of the soundtrack, because of the way they shot it, and just like the dark, ominous back rooms feel it has.
Yeah, so. I agree 100%. At certain points, I was like, maybe there has to be a little bit more supernatural to this than what's really going on. But it's a lot of psychological thriller and that is sometimes horror, but it's not like true horror, what you might think of like demons, zombies, etc. True horror, like supernatural. It's just in a different way. This if you put yourself in this kid's shoes, it's pretty horrific.
Oh yeah, you're getting bullied all the time. Like nobody likes you. It's crazy.
Because I mean, the movie starts out good for this kid. Yeah, he's then it slowly goes down. It's one little thing happens and
it's kind of gross.
Gelatin.
If you watch this film, keep that word in mind. Gelatin. Yeah. It's kind of a jump scare.
Yeah, I think first time watching this, we laughed our asses off. I mean, very uncomfortable. Yeah. So I don't know if I could give it like a true rating other than maybe what you had said around like an 8 out of 10.
Like on all technical levels, it's very
like on a second watch through, which I think it needs like for that initial like uncomfortableness.
Get the sillies.
Get the sillies out, like actual, and then like think about the movie the next time you watch it.
Yeah, literally.
It's one of those movies. But like other than that, maybe like it's not like a rewatchable movie. I think it's like a movie that you watch twice. The first time you're like caught off guard and you're not really watching what's happening. And then the second time you watch it, you kind of understand it more.
The way I described it to my girlfriend was you don't watch this film, you experience it. It's literally like an experience. Like it's weird. Anyway, that's The Plague. Yeah. Technically, this came out in 2025 with the film festivals, but it had its theatrical release January 2nd.
Yeah.
Of 26, which was technically the first movie to release in theaters in 2026.
First movie of the year.
Woo.
Second was Primate.
Yeah.
And third was 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Yeah. So yeah, we got to see this early. Not that it matters because this is going out after it's officially launched, so it doesn't matter. It's going up at the same time. So yeah, we saw it Monday. Today is Wednesday when we're recording this. Last minute thing with the drive all the way to Philly. It's a long story. We almost didn't make it for some reason weird.
Yeah, some odd reason the driver
Didn't know where he was going.
didn't know where he was going, made 3 wrong turns.
Yeah. Anyway, so this was the first movie. 28 years later was very, very highly anticipated. Then it got very mixed reviews. This one I felt like kind of got forgotten, swept under the rug. Didn't have a lot of anticipation for people that didn't know it was coming out. Even I like forgot about it. I'm just like, oh, when is this coming out again? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a week. Oh, okay. So yeah, we saw it. We saw it in the worst possible spot. We're in the very like front row, our necks like this, watching it. And I gotta say, I think this is like a 9 out of 10. Like
Really-
on
really-
a first rewatch. On a first watch.
Really well made. Are we going to see this again? In like,
I would love to see it normally.
is this in IMAX or no?
Only Dolby. It's in 40x.
only
though. See?
40x.
Yeah.
I don't need 40x for this.
Yeah, I don't know. But I would like to see it on a bigger screen with not my neck going like that. You know,
Like we weren't on the very front row. It was one little second to first, but it was still uncomfortable. If we arrived earlier, we may have gotten a better seat.
I think we would have had to got there like an hour earlier though.
Maybe.
You know, but whatever. So basically, was this better than 28 years later? Yes. I don't think it's substantially better, but
Yeah,
I think it's by a good majority it's better.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the expectations, and when we say the first movie, obviously the first movie is 28 days later.
Right.
But this is a new trilogy. We're talking about first of the trilogy.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
we won't want to spoil it.
So 28 years.
Yeah, so the 28 years trilogy. This was better than the first one
Mhm.
because of our expectations for the first one. The trailer gave. We went in expecting something, and it was totally different.
Mhm.
It was still really great, but what we were expecting was just not it. So I think we kind of felt a little disappointed.
Right. Now, have you watched it again?
No.
So when you do with the already established expectation, it plays a lot better.
Okay.
But it's, you know, the initial like, oh, what is this? But then you watch it again, it plays a lot better. Is what I found.
Yeah. I mean, if you did not watch 28 years later,
Mhm.
and this is already out, and you didn't watch any of these 2 movies yet, watch them like back to back. I think it flows better.
It picks up right where it left off.
Yeah.
So it's a good flow. However, it's tonally very different. This one had a consistent tone. You know, it didn't give you whiplash at the last 10 minutes of the first one where it's just like, what the hell's going on? You know, it had a consistent tone. It's very dark, very disturbing, yet there are some humorous parts that surprisingly I didn't really mind.
Yeah.
Because I think it fit everything well.
I think a lot of the humor definitely comes from Jack O'Connell.
Yeah, Jack O'Connell.
Jimmy Crystal.
Jimmy Crystal. Who
Dark
was,
humor for sure.
Oh, very dark humor.
Not like humor like you laugh, but it's just really sadistic.
A lot of people were laughing.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of people were laughing.
his performance, the over the top of like this guy who thinks he is.
He's a sadist.
He's a
His whole group are sadists.
Yeah.
And he thinks his dad is Satan.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, because he saw his dad literally calling these zombies his children as he got demolished by them. So I'm sure that's
in
going to
the
mess
first
you up.
one. So that's why it's like you kind of forget
Yeah.
the first one. So that's why like back to back when you watch it,
Mhm.
or at least watch them close together, you kind of get the full thing. I think the movie separate kind of loses its.
It's only been 28 weeks. It's not that long.
Well,
Yeah. So yeah, the gang of Jimmys, they're all sadists. They practice Satanism. So, and they're sadistic as anything. But Jack O'Connell, Jimmy Crystal, he's got a charm to him where like you love to hate him. He plays a very good
seems like
villain.
he's the least. Actually, out of all of them, he seems like he's the least sadistic when you think about it. When you're watching these,
Well,
his fingers.
Not really, and I'm gonna
That's what
I'm gonna combat that because he's the one telling them to do it. It's all his ideas.
I know, but in the way like he's the leader, but he's not the one who's actually doing this. So that's why maybe in his eyes he doesn't actually.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why he doesn't feel as actually sadistic. He's not the one doing these charities.
True. How's that?
And the way that he talks is a lot more like he has a plan, but his fingers, they're more just like they want to just
They make it.
they want to just
They are
stab
very-
and stuff like that.
They are very gung ho. and it is a cult.
Yeah.
It's very cultish. I thought their story was great. It was done very well. It's actually like despicably awful.
Yeah, if you're put off from watching the end of the first one, and you're like, what are these Teletubby looking asses coming out of?
Yeah.
Watch this. It makes up for like your confusion and
Right.
your hesitance to watch this. 'Cause
Right.
this is the main part of the movie.
Oh yeah.
I would say, like, what is the story? Most of the story is
The story is Ian and Samson's story. I think it's based on them.
yeah.
The majority of it. And then
That's
the
like-
other
yeah.
subplot is the Jimmys.
It's like, yeah, Jimmy and his fingers. If you watch the movie, it makes more
Fingers,
sense when I
yeah.
say that. His cult make their way towards Ian, while in the background we get Ian and Samson's story, which we do not want to spoil at all.
No, but we'll lightly touch on it.
Yeah.
But we won't spoil it because it's very compelling.
I guess, yeah. I mean, in general, Ian is trying to figure out the way the evolution or de-evolution of the rage virus. That's pretty much.
He wants to find out how it works. What's causing it? Is there a way to fix it? He wants to. He's a doctor, so
Doctor's got to fix it.
So we see in the first one, he gives all these blow darts of morphine, and it calms him down, obviously, because it's probably a whole lot of morphine. And in this one, they really push the evolution of the rage virus. They go into what it is, the psyche of it, and that's a whole storyline, which I thought was very fascinating. But that not zombie movies or TV shows do, because these aren't zombies.
These aren't
They're
zombies.
humans that are just infected with rage.
Rage.
They're not dead. So obviously he has the idea of, well, you're not dead. Why are you attacking everybody? What are you seeing that's making you? Because he points it out, they attack everybody, children, babies, and they pose no threat. So why are you attacking them when you're not just a mindless thing? It's like, what are you seeing? And they do touch on that.
Yeah.
And it's very compelling. It's very good.
They go into more depth of like the psychological aspect of this virus,
Mhm.
which makes the story between Ian and Samson very compelling. Like, you have to watch. It's really good.
Yeah. They have
My girlfriend asked me if she will cry watching this movie.
maybe.
I think she'll cry.
Yeah, maybe.
I think she would.
I can see it.
Maybe not as bad as she cried for 28 years later.
Oh yeah. Well, she cried for that.
Yeah.
She'll probably cry for this.
We did not cry. Like, it
we did
was very touching. Like, I would say I would have probably cried more at the first one than this one.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah,
The last scene of the first one is just very emotional. But I didn't cry.
Yeah.
No, we don't cry. Yeah, Samson, he's in this a lot. He's kind of like a main character.
yeah, he's
Great to see Samson. He's jacked as hell. So that's good.
he's naked for half the movie.
Yeah, but then he does get a pair of pants.
Then he gets pants.
So, he's two characters in one. Spike, unfortunately, takes a major backseat in this film.
Yeah.
He's in it a decent lot, but doesn't have a lot of speaking lines. He's kind of just being tortured, not like actually tortured, but mentally tortured by the Jimmys because he has to do all this stuff.
Yeah, he struggles on whether or not he has to just fit in with this group, or else he's pretty much dead.
So it's difficult for him. I will say this, I did miss the presence of Aaron Taylor Johnson in this film. I thought he was going to be in it, at least maybe like a scene of where he's at. Is he looking for his son, So I think he'll be in the third one.
He has to be.
So his story's not done yet. No way he's just leaving his son out there. No way.
But I know that their motto was, if someone's lost out there, they don't do search parties.
Yeah, but it looked like he was gung-ho to go. And he's usually...
he himself would go by himself.
100%. He would go. Yeah, so Spike, unfortunately he gets a backseat. He's not as badass as he was in the first one. He's kind of more timid now.
Oh yeah,
I think because
in the presence of
under the
the Jimmys,
yeah,
it's like he just got his cojones to fight the infected, or
and he was
pretty much, he was doing really well at being able to do it.
and now he kind of forgot how to fight at all in this. Like he's just very thrown off.
He didn't have to fight any humans. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
different. I think it's different.
But who's scarier, humans or the rage? To be fair,
Depends on
humans
what
have more of a coordinated attack, and versus just the rage monster.
Well, there's no reason for the infected to really do what they do, other than just rage, and they just attack whatever. So you kind of like know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
They see you, they're gonna attack you. If you see a human, you don't know whether or not that they're friendly or not. They could either be one or the other.
Yeah,
They can manipulate you.
But he knew he was a bad guy. But he doesn't know if he's going to throw a right cross.
Well, when you first meet him at the end of the first movie, not knowing anything about him, if you're in Spike's shoes, you're like, okay, they just saved me.
Oh, yeah.
But like, are you good?
Right.
And then you
good
find out
True.
that he's not actually good.
And yeah, they do bring back the memento mori in this.
Yeah.
Life is very important because life is ending. You got to cherish life. That's what's his last name? Dr. Ian
Kelso.
That's his motto. That's what he goes by. He's a good guy at heart. And
Yeah,
let me tell
I
you,
really like his character.
he's really good. Ralph Fiennes. Oh, what a performance!
The performance,
Whoa,
you gotta watch it.
what a performance! Near the very end, there's like a 5-minute scene of just him going crazy with something that he has to do, that has to do with him and Jimmy. Whoa, he puts on a performance, and it's like it's an all-timer scene. Like it's so good.
Without giving away any spoilers, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast.
And fire. The main poster image
Even-
is just him.
Even Jimmy himself, Crystal,
He was scared, bro.
he was like, shit, this
He's
guy
doing a good
is-
job. But I do like how Jimmy is so fearless in this film because he's putting on an act.
Yeah.
Actually. And then once he enters Kelso's camp, you can tell he's scared
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
know what to
like-
say at this point.
because he thinks he's the devil.
Yeah.
He thinks he's Old Nick. Yeah. What's his accent? Is it British?
I thought it was like Scottish or Irish.
Scottish, Irish, British? I can't tell, but
I don't know.
it's one heck of an accent. The way he's funny. Like he is funny.
Just says English.
Dude, it doesn't even look like him. It looks so different.
Well, when he's got more of like the blonde.
Well, what's his accent in the film, I guess is.
I don't know. It just says he's an English actor, so I don't know what accent.
He does have an
Hold on.
accent. They all do. This takes, this is it's a UK film. So maybe it's British. He's got an accent and it makes his lines funny. The way he delivers his lines, it's really funny. I don't know. You got to watch it. It's good. If you like 28 Years Later, you'll love this. If you didn't really like it, give it a shot because you might like this more. They should have started with this one to be the first one, tonally wise. It was actually shot with a camera, not a phone, so that fixed up some of the stuff. The CG that was in it was better than the first one because it was, shot on a camera. So, but it's still very well shot, acted, the score. Yeah.
Yeah.
And should we tell them? It's literally announced. Like everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
Slight spoilers if you don't want to know, but click away now.
Click away.
But at the very end, our buddy Jim comes back.
Jim, not Jimmy. Jim, the
Jim
OG.
from the first one.
He's
28
a little
days.
old,
He
though.
does look
It doesn't seem, but the only reason why I'm pointing that out is given how much 28 years, I feel like, I don't know, 30 years? How old was he at the beginning of 28 Days Later?
20. Not even.
Oh, he looked a little too, because I don't know, how old is Cillian Murphy in real life?
I don't know, 50 something, 60.
Yeah, I don't know. It just it threw me off a bit, especially like the last time you see him is the first movie. The very first movie.
Yeah, who's like a child.
So, a little jarring.
So he's back in the last 5 minutes. He'll be a big part in the third film, which they're already making.
Yeah, I can't wait for this third movie. I'm only sad, given some things, don't want to, because some characters are not present, or are not going to be present in the third one. Because they're dead.
Well, I know. I'm trying to figure out why that's sad, though. Oh, for one, yeah.
Performances.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very exciting. And they played the score of the first movie at the end, and it's like the nostalgia just gets you. It's good. Very good movie. Even in the worst possible conditions watching it, we still had a great time. Which means it's a good movie. Then we got Honeygrow after, and it was great.
I had to piss right after. At first, I was afraid I couldn't find a bathroom.
Yeah. We walked in the streets of Philly right after the Eagles lost.
Yeah.
Whoa. That was scary.
And the funny thing is, he's a Cowboys fan.
I should
So imagine him yelling Cowboys and some people jump up.
We would have been shot. So that was awesome. Good old Philly.
Yes.
So that's our review for 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. I highly recommend this film. Go see it. See it in the best possible format you can, which is Dolby Cinema. There's no IMAX. So go see that. If you have seen it already, since this came out when it came out, let us know what you thought of it. Give us all your thoughts. Yeah. Now, to close up the episode, we'll talk about the future of 2026 with the films. We briefly touched on this last week, 2 weeks ago, with in the news section of the upcoming big films. But we'll go a little bit more in depth with our anticipated films coming up. So we'll go into that. You got a few listed down here. Other than like, we'll get to the big ones near the end, but we'll rattle off.
Yeah, I wanted to touch upon some movies that might not be in anyone's line of sight.
They might be hidden gems like The Plague.
Yeah. Or Duba Duba.
Duba Duba. Tell me about Duba Duba.
Well, this opens January 23rd, so not too long after this episode airs. But it's a shot entirely on an in-home security camera, and it draws on elements of analog horror popularized on YouTube. Duba Duba follows Amna as she arrives what she assumes will be a typical babysitting gig. The girl that she's babysitting is actually 16. I guess she was supposed to be younger. She doesn't actually need a babysitter. And the girl she's babysitting gets a little bit more crazier and crazier. She suffers from severe anxiety. And Amna questions whether or not she wants to stay. But she has no choice.
It sounds pretty interesting because of the way they're going to shoot it.
Yeah.
So a security camera, that's like CCTV, but maybe
in-home security, so like
quality, like a Ring camera in a way.
I feel like it'll be like Paranormal Activity, maybe.
Okay. You know,
but I feel like there's going to be more dialogue just because in Paranormal Activity, it's always someone by themselves, and then it's the entity, supernatural, and that's kind of all you get. There's really nothing to go off.
So think Five Nights at Freddy's, but with an actual like movie going. You know, like the camera wise, I'm trying to put my head around what the camera's going to look like. Is it going to be high quality, or is it going to be grainy and fuzzy on purpose? Because that's what they do. Yeah. If it's going to be like that on purpose, maybe it's not great. But we'll have to see. Does sound interesting. Keep an eye. Is there a trailer for that right now?
Or is it just? I didn't see a trailer. It was just a description.
All right.
Don't you have your movies?
I got all the big ones, like Scream.
You only got all the big ones?
Yeah, I'll pull them up again. I mean, the new Exorcist, Deceiver, is coming out this year. Not continuing.
I'm really interested.
Not continuing the other Blumhouse one. It's still Blumhouse.
I remember watching that movie, and I was like, "What?"
So it's a new one. I forgot who's directing it. A very good director. I think is it Mike Flanagan? I think. So that's coming out this year, I believe. So I mean. It's got a new director. They're going in a whole different story now. It has hope, but I mean, yeah, it's Mike Flanagan, which he did great stuff. He did The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Have you seen that?
I watched some of it like a while ago.
That show is fantastic. So it has hope because it's Mike Flanagan, but The Exorcist has been done hell now. So it's kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What differences can you do? Even the Conjuring movie, like they're all the same.
Yeah, you can't do anything different. It's all this. You get possessed, you cast them out. Like
the only thing I think in the Conjuring one, Devil Made Me Do It was a little bit more different because it focused on like the legal aspect of like someone being possessed, but you can't prove it. So trying to prove that the demons actually exist in an American courthouse.
Yeah. So neat idea. So. We'll see.
Another one that you said that you were kind of interested in is Ready or Not 2. But we've never seen the original.
I've never seen the first one, but everybody's like freaking out that they're, making a second one. So they're going nuts. So the first one must be good.
Yeah, I think that's one that we'll probably have to do maybe like a quick discussion about like when we watch the first one compared to the second one.
Probably do that, yeah.
Because I don't really know anything about that movie. The movies at all.
I can't wait for The Stranger Chapter 3. I still haven't seen the first or second one of the new.
I saw Chapter 1. It was not
it was really bad.
So, my opinion, even a lot of people agree, the very first movie maybe isn't genuinely like the best film.
But you mean the original?
Yeah.
It's a very neat idea.
It's a really neat idea. But I think it's a pretty scary movie because it can happen to anyone, unfortunately.
Just because
it's a home invasion. Like the story picks up like just regular relationship problems, and then it hits you, and then suddenly none of that matters, and you're trying to survive. For whatever reason, these people picked this house
because they were home. Because they're home. And the second one, I've seen so many reviews that basically the entire movie is just a long chase scene that leads nowhere, and you find out who Tamara is, which Why would you reveal that? Because it's one of the
Why?
mysteries. And this whole
It makes me not want to watch it
Right.
at all.
this whole trilogy is giving you the origins of who the strangers are. And that's the one thing, why would anybody want to know? That's the point of the film. They're strangers for a reason. And the main draw is you don't know why they're doing it. That's what makes it scary. So if you find out who they are, you're destroying the whole point of the
Yeah.
first film. And even in the trailers, every single person that, I forgot the main chick's name in the reboot, but she's literally being chased by everybody. Every person she runs into is suspect because everybody acts odd. So you're like, oh, is that the guy? Is that the stranger? Everybody. And they don't reveal it. So it's like, what's the point? What am I watching?
I think the biggest thing hearing about them revealing Tamara, it makes no sense. Not that there's no reason about the choice of Tamara. It could have been a different name,
It
but
could've
the
been.
only reason why it's such a good thing not to reveal or make like Tamara a real person is
Mhm.
because it's just whoever opens, like they knock on the door, they ask if someone's home. Doesn't even matter what the name is. Really,
Exactly.
they chose Tamara, but that's the point. They ask whatever shitty just to see if someone was home.
Yeah.
If they didn't answer the door, they would have not been picked. I would
Do you
assume.
think so? Or do you think they'll just keep badgering them?
I mean, I guess
Like if they
if
saw
you,
them.
if you pretend, yeah, if they knew that they were home, I guess. But I think that's the thing. I revealed at the ending of the movie when the reason why is because you were home.
You were home.
It could have been anybody in that neighborhood that they picked.
Mhm.
They could have knocked on the next door neighbors and that whole thing.
True.
There's a lot of things that are maybe a little bit unrealistic.
Oh, apparently, yeah. And apparently in the first one, the remake first one and this one, the decisions the characters make are just so stupid. Like, just leave town.
Even the original didn't have really good decisions either.
Oh, they're bad, yeah. But I just think the premise of the home invasion and the reveal of just, oh, you were home, that's horrifying.
There was no genuine, just like how we say Michael Myers is like he doesn't really have a purpose to kill.
Yeah, he just goes.
he just does it.
Yeah.
But it's good to like make up your own reason why you think he does it. Like there's little things here and there about his family
Mhm.
that you kind of pick up, and that's what makes Michael Myers. Like some things, sometimes not knowing exactly what's gonna happen and why somebody does what they do. That is kind of it's the terrifying part.
Yeah, the no motive part is just, he's just doing it because he's doing it. It's like, but why? I'm just a psycho.
I could see people who don't like that though.
Yeah, too ambiguous.
That's why, yeah, not everyone loves Michael Myers. Nobody.
Right.
Some people do like their reason for somebody to kill.
True.
That could have been like if Thanos didn't actually believe in his thing, he just wanted to take out all half of life.
Yeah,
That's
with
all
no
he wanted.
reason.
And that's all he wanted to do.
Well, that's like such a specific act to not have a motive.
Yeah.
Like if you're just going around killing people, you're psycho. You can make that make sense. But if he's going after that specific killing half the universe, why? I just want to. Like that doesn't make sense. So I can see that. I understand that.
Are you interested in The Bride?
It looks like a
It's
fun.
not connected to that Frankenstein Netflix, right?
It looks like a fun film, but I can't see it being good.
I mean, I'm interested. Christian Bale. I don't know. Christian Bale. Is
It
really
looks
good.
fun. Like it looks like an action movie with Frankenstein in it. Like kind of like a mobster. Like they're just beating people up. That's what the trailer gives.
Like it seems like they're just trying to live their life after.
Yeah,
Because like they're just walking down the street and then they get, I guess she gets, they get beat up and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on like
I
the
saw
overall
it.
story.
I saw it and I'm just like, it just gave me like that doesn't look good because they're taking, and again, you got to switch up the genre, but like to take Frankenstein, the story of Frankenstein and the Bride, to turn it into like an action kind of buddy cop in a way, kind of what it looked like. It's just like, why? But who knows? Maybe it'll be good. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the vibes of the trailer are. I don't really know what type of movie it is.
All I can say is it looks fun. Like you can have a fun time with it.
Yeah.
Night Patrol.
Night Patrol. I was kind of interested in this only because
And
Justin Long.
I was interested until I saw the trailer. It looks awful, and apparently it is awful.
Oh.
This was another one of those film fests that came out
what?
last year, and they're just like, it's not good. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, an LAPD officer must put aside his differences, Justin Long, with the area's street gangs when he discovers a local police task force is harboring a horrific secret that endangers the residents of the housing projects he grew up in.
I think they're vampires.
Yeah.
Like the police are vampires.
Yeah, the police are vampires.
Yeah.
There's probably I can definitely see this be about like police brutality and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Now, Killer. I saw the trailer for this, so I was.
We got to see all these movies.
We do. There's a lot.
We're gonna fucking see them all of them, even the shitty ones.
We still did not see Black Phone 1 and 2.
I really do
kept,
though.
We kept saying
I saw it in Walmart, Black Phone 2 in 4K, and I had it in my hand, and I'm like, I didn't see the first one. 30.
Oh,
and I was like, I didn't see the first one. So
yeah, we gotta watch them.
It's on Paramount.
That was our goal for this year.
We're seeing every single horror movie to ever release in 2026. If it has that 2026 release date, we're seeing it. So all you indie filmmakers, if you're coming out with films, give them to us. We'll watch them and we'll review them.
Yeah.
If we have time.
If we have time.
If we have time.
Oh yeah, we're so booked.
Yeah, we're so booked right now.
Anyways, yeah, Killer Whale. I saw the trailer for this. It's got it's like a cover. What was the song?
It's like a killer whale.
No, it was a cover of a song. It was just, I don't know, the vibe in the trailer did not mix with the cover of the song, because the cover of the song was different than like the original version. Like they didn't even do it in the same. It just felt like, I can't even remember. Gotta watch the trailer again. But I mean, Killer Whale. It's just Killer Whale. A killer whale. It's trapped in captivity. It's released and
missed.
And I guess it still thinks it's in captivity and kills anything.
That sounds awesome.
But overall, the trailer, if you watch the trailer, you'll probably say the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
It's just
it doesn't. The name of it doesn't even sound good.
Yeah.
I want to. There's some more news about the Scream 7 movie coming out. Aside from all the boycotting that's going on with it, they released a new trailer, like a legacy trailer, where it kind of like this whole movie. All the other ones have been leading up to this. It's one of those movies where it's like, oh, we've been leading up to this. Sydney's daughter is the same age she was in the first one. So I guess it's the meta-ness, oh, we're redoing it again, whatever. But apparently there's an...
I think that's going to be a remake of one. Like, watch her daughter's boyfriend be like the prime suspect.
Probably.
But then it's like the cop-out to where he is the killer, and he actually is the killer. I mean, I don't know. They're just redoing it at that point.
There was a line in the trailer where the ghost face is like, oh, I've been waiting forever for this moment. Stu's coming back, maybe it's him. But there's also an insane asylum, and apparently someone escapes from there, probably Stu. You know, and the insane asylum.
I'm only watching it for Matthew Lillard.
So, like, hopefully.
But see, if he's not actually in it,
what are they doing with his character?
That's going to piss a lot of people off. If he's not actually.
There's rumors that it's his daughter is the ghost face, that it's his niece is the ghost face. There's a lot of just his family.
The twins?
Because of
twins?
Maybe.
What?
Because of what they did to Stu. They were trying to get revenge.
That's stupid.
But is Stu actually in the film, or is it just his voice with AI? We don't know. But he said himself he's a supporting character.
There's other people who are slated to be in this.
Other killers.
Voices.
Other Ghostface killers, yeah. Dewey's coming back.
Which I think you said it before. It's probably going to be them using the voices of the old killers.
Except Matthew, because he said he was a supporting character.
Okay. And
that, unless he has substantial voice lines, you have to be in a film to be a supporting character. Literally in the film. The other ones, Dewey, he's not going back to life. He's dead. Come on.
But yeah, I can definitely hear the killer taunting Sydney with Dewey's voice.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. So that has to be the way that they're going to do it.
I'm pretty sure he's in the film, right? Like that's been confirmed? That he's back?
Dewey's back?
Dewey? I think that's been confirmed.
Oh, I think...
Like, am I getting confused? Because he literally died in a brutal way. Did he fake his death? Is he Ghostface?
He faked his death. They pulled a scary movie.
Is Sony telling Paramount this is how you make a hero the killer now? The right way? You know, as they're doing that? Maybe.
It's a ballsy thing.
It is. See, that would work. So it's ball. I thought we were not doing that in 26. Ballsy's done. We'll do like 2 more.
2 more?
Yeah, we're running out of time.
We are? What time is it?
Past 45 minutes.
How much time passed?
Like 10.
Okay,
cool. We talked about cold storage before.
Yeah, but this is 2026. Like, it's actually about to release.
That's not about to release? Cold storage?
Yeah, it is about to.
Why don't we
February 13th. I know. We're watching all these movies.
I know. We don't have to talk about them all right now.
Well, we're not. We'll just name them. Okay.
We're gonna name the rest of the films coming out in 2020.
I'll just name it and then the synopsis because I felt like I'd never heard of
How
this.
many movies you got?
Dude, it's not a lot. Dude, see, it's not a lot.
You got a lot down.
You just weren't prepared.
Let's talk about 2 big films.
28 years later,
talk about we already talked about Silent Hill, so we skipped that one. But talk about 2 films that you're interested in.
All
We'll
right.
end it there.
All
We'll touch on them again next.
You can't tell me
what to do.
You can't tell me what is important.
I didn't tell you what's important. I said you point out the ones that are important to you in your volition.
I would say Obsession.
All right, what's that about?
Well, there's only a synopsis right now for after breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at dark, sinister price. Ooh. So these are bad idea. I've showed you these guys. That's a bad idea.
Yes.
So they are like a skit comedy group on YouTube. All of like last year is kind of where I think I've been introduced to them. So if you guys know who that is, I like their stuff. But not Curry. One of them. What's his name?
What's his name? Cusco. Throw up my groove.
Oh yeah, Curry. So yeah, Curry and Coop. Curry is the one who is directing this one. I don't know if Coop's gonna be in this or if he's got anything writing, but I mean Curry. This is like his directorial debut.
Interesting. All right.
So I'm very I like a lot of their comedy. Their skits are pretty funny. There's some twists. So I'm kind of interested. Like,
so do you think this will be a horror comedy? Or are they going full horror?
So far, I mean, from the trailer, there's really not like it's just you've seen the trailer. I think it played on
pretty sure where we thought the movie started. It was in the car. Was that not?
No, that was a different one.
Did it play?
One of these movies that we've seen.
All right.
But yeah, like I don't know what it's really about, but like I'm interested to see his work.
Oh yeah, I remember that first scene.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
Another one.
Oh yeah, it was literally just him looking at like a box. Yeah.
There was one when he's in the car, and then
that's the one.
Curry's voice, the Curry, like the actual director. He's the one who he's talking to in the
yes
with the phone, and I'm like, okay, because the way Curry's like, I don't want to say he's a bad actor, but like the way he does his voice, like it's creepy. But like some of his characters that are meant to be creepy, it's like very sincere in the way he delivers it.
All right.
Another one, I guess. I mean, I'll say maybe I'm looking forward for Evil Dead Burn because isn't like Bruce Campbell like he maybe rumored to have a cameo back in there?
Either that one or a new project. I read some article that said he might be coming back.
Bruce, you can't say you're coming back
and then not.
Or you say yeah.
He said he was done.
You can't say you're done, then come back.
Can't do it.
I mean, Hugh Jackman did it.
He got a lot of money.
Yeah, he got a lot after he saw the paycheck.
Yeah, he got a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited for Evil Dead Burn. I actually did enjoy the last one.
I gotta rewatch it. Like my first watch through, I think I was just disappointed about. I mean, I just wish Ash versus Evil Dead had their at least one final season.
It was setting it up to be a big banger. They were ready to go to war. They said, nah, no one's watching this. Can it? Fuck. That should be a movie. Like, make one more movie continuing that storyline. All the characters in that show were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Forgot their names, but they're all great.
It's been a while. It was so good, I forgot their names. It's been a while since I've watched them.
I know Ash was good.
Pablo,
yes. I'm trying to think of the game because they were all in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the girl.
Unfortunately, that game did not go well.
It was fun.
Like, it was fun,
and then it got repetitive. And
way too repetitive. I think
they cut progression and then can't play it anymore.
I think the reason why, like, the game is fun, but there was so much to do. You don't know where anything is.
It was too open world. But yeah, those are some of the films that we're looking forward to.
Yeah,
that we'll watch and
wish I could have done more, but I've been sidelined.
Yeah, we're trying to stick to a time limit here. We got to stick to it. Discipline. So
it's an hour. It's fine.
It's an hour. So that's basically the episode. One last thing, I don't know if you saw it, but Ruby Modine has a new song out. She makes music.
Oh yeah. I saw.
So she has a cover of Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. It's really good. Like it's actually pretty good. It's like eerie. It's kind of like a horror cover in a way. It's very eerie. It's very good. And our buddies over at the Horrorcore helped film it. Like that music video.
Nice.
They did all the makeup, they did cinematography. It's really good. So go check both of them out, the Horrorcore and Ruby Modine on Instagram. Check them out, give them a follow. Watch the music video or just listen to the Paint It Black cover by her. She was, if you don't know who she is, she was, forgot her name, but in Silent Night, Deadly Night, the main love interest, and she's in Shameless. And Happy Death Day.
And Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, and the second one too, as well.
Yeah. So we'll try our best to get her on the podcast in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. So,
No promise.
no promises, but we'll try, because that'll be a sick guest. So, yeah, we'll try to do that. But yeah, I think that'll do it for the episode. So,
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe.
yeah, please hit that subscribe button. We're at 311 right now. We're doing great. All the comments are flowing in. It's fantastic. Pushing out content. You guys seem to be enjoying it. So we appreciate all of you. Stay tuned. Follow us on all of our socials. And we'll catch you on the next one. Later.